Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Epic Finals, where you can see my beautiful new crew. Well, new. There's some old people that were from past game in there, but my whole new crew for Cerberus Assembly, all together. Finally, after 2 months, we are now a little group that are going to live good, bad, sad, trauma all together for the years to come. How are you feeling, guys, tonight? Oh, let me check. My volume works. Let's see for the others. Because, no technical difficulties here. Because right now we have 5 new people and we have the names didn't properly write out. Okay, cool. Thanks. Inspiration dice. Yeah. Fine. Okay. Here. Good. Now everything's good. So, confirm please if you hear my dear player that are now here with the voices, and the inspiration dice just fucked up again all over. So I'll be correcting that while they're gonna present a bit of their. Oh, we lost Vivian.
We lost Viv.
No
This
problem
is going
at all
great.
tonight. It's okay. So, it's not the right interface. What's happening? Viv, come back.
Well, Kave and I are still inspiration dice.
Yes, I know. I'm taking care of
But,
that right
yeah.
now. Fine. But for that, we'll start with the 2 that were playing the 0.5 game to present their character, and we'll start with Phil. Phil.
Again?
Can you present your shroud, please?
Yeah, I can present Shroud for a second time. My little black and white tabaxi, all the way from different places that my friend meet me up. I'm from Shady Creek Run. And that's about it. You're gonna have fun watching him doing dumb stuff and trying to bring up the mood every game and on.
Alrighty then. And we'll now follow up with Christoph,
Yes, myself.
our edgelord.
Yes, that's basically what I'm playing. I just wanted to live my fantasy of my youth again in this game. So I'll be doing weird calls and judge everything, but whilst having fun.
All right. And we'll follow up with Grandma Portia.
Hey! Hi, I'm Cavi. I'll be playing Portia today. To balance out the edgelordness, I'll be the group mom, well, grandma. And I'll try to bring the best tea and cookies in game that I can. Yeah, that's the objective.
All right.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm finishing the names. So, Vass, could you please introduce your dear heavy armored lady?
So, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm going to be playing Vizier, namely called Vess. She's, as Fred said, like an armored lady. So she's the group fighter, I think. I've yet to really know what some of us are doing. So her best achievement was dying. So that's a good start.
So, we have, our dear Ravna, please.
Yes, hello. I'm Ari, and I play Revna. To contrast Ves, I do not wear armor since I'm playing a sorcerer. Equal parts creepy and cute, and likes to cast disguise self to blend into groups of zombies. That's a hobby I discovered for myself a month ago. So yeah.
It worked really good.
Except for the Harvard zombie. That one saw through it. unfortunately.
The Harvard zombie. Yes, it was quite challenging because of our crit system that they are taking. How can I say? You can avoid injuries by sacrificing piece of equipment, such as what you have in hand, either a weapon or a shield, or even arc and focus, because they are the one that you need to cast spells, depending on which one. Or you can sacrifice a piece of armor that will render your armor unusable for the rest of the fight. Well, until repaired, actually. So, I'm moving the flowing inspiration around, so we'll need actually 2 recap, because we had 2 different sessions. So we'll start with the hold one that we received 2 months ago. So who between my 3 players is be down to do the recap for their first session?
Well, I'm fine with doing it since I have my notes open here. And
I'm too senile to remember. Go for it.
that's true, you are, Grandma. But if any of you two want to jump in at any point to add details, you're welcome to. So, in our game, Portia woke up to a letter by conscriptor Jorah inviting her to join him for the trials that are to be held that afternoon in I forget the name of the city. Is it Rexentrum?
Yes.
Are we in Yes, we are in Rexentrum. Cool.
Yes.
And then in another part of the city, a vizier or Ves enters with a man called Hanselt, who is headed to the Tangles. She, for herself, heads towards the Shimmer Ward to investigate. We don't really know what she's here for. We'll see. And in yet another part of the city, Revna bumps into conscriptor Jorah and is enrolled into the trials as she's in the city to join the academy. She then speaks to someone using telepathy. Who knows? Going back to Portia, we learned that her grandson has gone missing, and if she wants info about that, she needs to join the Cerberus Assembly since only they get access to that type of information. Near the trials, Revna meets Ves, and they decide to team up for the trials. And they bump into Jorah, who suggests Portia joins them, and the 3 undertake the trials together. So we fought a large mishmash of creatures and monsters. So undead, there was a chimera that was kind of like just held into place by a magical circle. Animated armor. Was it a black slime?
It was a black pudding, yeah.
Black pudding, yeah. So yeah, and that was fun. Portia does figure out that the goal here was mostly to survive instead of defeating everything. And Ves unfortunately went down. But we were able to stabilize her, and our trial ended on a somewhat triumphant note as we were moving on to the next part of the selection process, I suppose.
Yes. Nice recap. So 1d4 for the Revna.
And I need them because I roll bad.
Sometimes. And who on my 2, either Edgelord or Kitty Cat, would be down for the recap?
I don't mind.
Oh,
It's not going to be as long as the one we just heard. So quickly, I came from my hometown of Shady Creek. A mage there saw potential in me, so he sent me to Rexentrum, saying I could get some help over there to bring my full potential on the table, which brought me to meet Chris as Edgelord, Kaser, who had a mission to go through the trial also, and he had to fight his way through this with me, which he kind of found weird at first, which brought us to a first awkward meeting, but I had fun doing it.
Same.
we just went on and did the trial as our 3 other friends did, facing zombie eagle and a black pudding also. But we did manage to go through it super fast because we're super cool, and teleporting
without being down.
without being down. Chris saving our ass, being a cleric, and we teleported back to Rick Centrum. I don't remember the place actually in the city, but we were back, and now it was time to party.
You were in the dorms,
The dorms,
inside the Solstice Academy. That is where most magical users or want to be trained in this renowned academy, and some of the candidates hoping to join the Cerberus Assembly, since it is the bed of their magocracy. Is that how I pronounce? I don't know, but it's a government made by mages, and who's the most powerful leads. But nice recap from Shroud. Let's give them a d4 too, and you received a floating inspiration from Eero, our moderator that's been there for an eye, and from our Netherdeep game, and Kaiser received a d4 also from his parts.
Thank you.
So no d4 for the DM. All right. I'll look at that. It's okay. On the first game, I crit 5 times, and on the second game, I rolled 3 or 4 natural 1, or even more. Justin, thank you for the d4. I'll use it wisely. Here. All right. So, with all that, our group of 2, Kaiser and Shroud, were going towards the inn. Last time we were all together. They received a pouch that they would be able to drink on the hand of Kaiser Mentor.
Yep. But I was disguised first.
Yes, you disguised yourself because you are ashamed
Yes.
of your origins.
And I didn't disguise because I'm not ashamed of my crew.
So, in our little group of 3, for the people at home, we have our Hanselt that came in with Vizier inside the city, and the conscripta Jorah, that is the old man that you see here, receive our little group of 3 after their trials. And he turns to Portia, Revna, and Vizier to say, I just wish to say my congratulations on the first steps of selection. First, you will receive rewards, since not all the attendees are competent. And he makes one of his student bring up a small chest. Do you have pouches for your gold? Or he looks at what you have on you technically. All your backpack and stuff could have been stuffed somewhere else for the fight, since you were not. You don't fight with the large backpack on hand.
I did have like my little bag of sewing equipment with pouches and whatnot that also doubles up as a bag of holding. So
Taking out the big guns right now.
it's nice.
And they already had a floating inspiration, but I'll give them 2 then. For now, they'll need it.
We'll take it.
In this economy, yeah.
And with all that, then here's your rewards. Do you want it in small pieces, or you want it in gold coins?
I look over to the other 2.
Well, what are our options? Gold or
Silver pieces. I can give in platinum too. You have all an amount of 50 gold that you won.
Oh, I like having a lot personally.
So 50, or you want more in silver pieces?
Oh, 50's fine.
All right. And the student starts to count. Portia, on your side?
Gold will be fine.
All right. And Miss Vess, was that on your registration?
Yeah, silver. It's easier to spend.
It's gonna be a lot.
Uh,
It's for you. It's 500 pieces if you wanna.
Well, I can
Me?
lend her one of my pouches if she.
I can give you
might-
40 in gold and the rest in silver.
yeah, that's a better move.
Perfect.
I mean, I'd rather not have a bag of money as a secondary weapon.
Why not? That seems very effective, actually.
If
Yeah.
the bag pierced, it's not a flail anymore.
Well, then it becomes projectile weapons.
Right,
I'm
and
just
if you
saying.
have someone that can actually like heat the metal, it's like flaming projectile weapon.
Exactly.
I think we're going somewhere here.
I'll look into learning a spell like that, maybe.
And with all the other who succeeded on tonight, you are invited to join at the inn for festivities and congratulate everybody who passed the trials.
Huh.
And one free lodging night will be also allowed, so you don't have to spend any more. And you're invited also to form a group of 5, because tomorrow we'll be having a second trial, more mission oriented.
Huh, that's nice. I've never been invited to join anything so far.
Not even a tea party?
No. We had them at the hut, but they just happened. I wasn't invited or anything.
Well,
This is the
you are
first
now.
time for everything.
And I can show you the way to the inn if you'd like to settle down a bit with all your gears that you've been traveling. Since 2 of you are coming from far away, just looking at Revna and Vizier that are mostly packed up, while Portia is one of the residents of the place.
I guess have a free room.
On your side, the bottle of wine is on me.
Oh, wow. This is like fancy treatment. I can get behind that.
No, after what we've been through, wine would do some good.
Yeah, speaking of which, are you all right? I turn towards Vizier.
I mean, I'd like to play it super tough and pretend like that's nothing, but truth is it's not. But then I've also been through like a lot worse. So all in all, yeah, ish. I mean, nothing a good night's sleep and like stretching cannot get over.
Even blunt trauma to the head. Yes.
I mean,
Oh. Mister, is there somewhere I can buy? I can buy some kind of arcane focus because mine got destroyed back there. I'd really like to replace it.
Yes. Since you succeeded in the trial of today, do you still have the pieces with you?
Yeah, I picked them up and I'll produce from one of my pouches the broken pieces of the necklace.
Okay. We can have a student to attend to actually repair it if you'd like. But I know that Portia has some tricks up her sleeve.
Yeah, actually, can I take a closer look at it? And I offer my hands to pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, if you can fix it, I really like this one, and I'd really hate to replace it since,
It means
it's
a lot to you?
sentimental. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think I can do something. Just give me a little moment, all right? A minute or two.
Okay. There's some teeth in there.
I noticed. and not one will be missing. You have my word. And I get down, and Singer, my homunculus, comes over my shoulder, and with its needles, it starts like probing around and touching like what I'm holding in my hands. And I'm having like a bit of a little informal chat, like little whispers and murmurs as we're both like working on this, and I'll cast mending on it over the next few minutes to repair all the broken parts.
And since-
Revna's kind of just trying to peek over their shoulders.
And when you do so, it takes around 10 minutes because I know it's fully in repair, but if you want to repair it in full integrity, it takes 10 minutes, and I'll manage something to make mending value, but that you cannot do it in combat to repair stuff.
It's a minute
It's a
to
minute
cast
casting
anyway,
basic, yeah.
so yeah.
So yeah. But for you completely restore, and without any pieces missing, the arcane focus of Revna. And,
There you go.
You
Good as
did
new.
it while walking towards the inn with the conscriptor.
Thank you. Here. You can take one of my money for it.
Oh, no. You can take this back.
Okay.
What y-
And she just tucks the money back away.
So you are brought to the inn. Do you want to say anything else while moving in towards there?
I'll ask them a bit about like what brings you here, and I'll ask like, oh, are there any things you enjoy eating? Any little treats? Do you need an update to your wardrobe?
I feel very, targeted by that comment. Since you called my style rustic the last time, so. Yeah, I mean, Revna's gonna answer, but very vaguely mostly because she's distracted by like all of the buildings around her, since she does not come from a city like this, and she's pretty much distracted by everything going on around her.
All right.
I'll answer Portia's question vaguely, more out of caution, like Abbott, as she's used to being vague. And also, she does glance around a lot. Mainly, in her case, she's looking for all possible ways of exit, and like if she needs to make a quick escape, like okay, that window like can't possibly. I'm not gonna fall from too high, stuff like that.
I'm gonna look for a moment at one of the windows, like, yeah, that store, they don't sell good clothes. It's really cheaply made, won't last you 3 days.
Knitting grandma. So the narrative camera will switch back and go towards the other way, because the inn is in the between both of the groups, right over here, where two of the members, and by the way, right now, by walking and going for the inn, you can all click on short rest inside Foundry if you
Yay.
need to heal or anything.
Where?
If you go onto the character sheet, it's going to be at the top, and you can, there is under it dice, there is S rest and L rest. You can click on S rest, and it will require you to roll dices. And nice to see you, Overwhelmed Af, in chat. And all the people, Kraken Daz and Proxima 3055, and with Kip, or Jazz that is there, with Justin and Emily that are there. Thank you for being with us tonight. And Freve, our long players that is there from the very beginning of this channel. So, Kaiser and Shroud, you had money, and do you discuss something along the way towards the inn, or it is mostly a silent walk?
Well, if Kaiser look at Shroud, he will see that he's kind of down, like even if we won something and that we left like glorious, I'm kind of down actually, not really happy.
You seem sad. Why?
Uh, there's a couple of reasons, friend, but I think I forgot two of my favorite daggers in the trial.
Were these specials?
They were mine, so yeah, they were special.
Well,
Well,
we
I
need
just
to.
need to find a new one, I guess. You could start by giving me yours. That would be a nice thing to do.
I need this dagger.
But I still need it too.
You'll find other ones.
Yeah, but I need two, so I could start with yours.
Start by not needing my help in combat, and I might give you my dagger.
Oh, come on. I did help also. I remember some zombie head dropping on the ground.
Yes, you did help, but I'm not giving you my dagger.
Okay.
That's why you're sad.
Yeah, well, they were my two daggers.
Well, we're going to be on a lot of missions. You will be losing a lot of things, even maybe your life. You have to be ready to make some sacrifices.
Yeah, but you know, these daggers are mine and I did really like them. But anyway, you can't understand. Just forget it.
Why
But definitely think about it. You could give me yours.
I don't want to pursue this conversation.
Fine, I get it.
You see Kaiser accelerating a bit towards the
Yes, and you see that he's used to walk in the streets, but he don't seems like to enjoy walking in those streets, like avoiding the looks of everyone, hiding his figures as he much can.
Do you really accelerate in front of me?
The pace is faster, but I don't like lose you in the crowd.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Already some tension.
I love this duo so fucking much.
The dynamic duo.
They get along so well.
Here, over there. Nope, this is the wrong one. Here. No, that's the pirate combat. What the fuck is this? Do. So, Team Hero versus Team Hero. Whoa. Calm down with the daggers and Team Chaos and Love and Team We Need to Get Along shirt. Love it, Viv. So, let's remove this music and only leave this one. Good. At the inn right now, it's not high festivities for now. The bards are still taking care of their instruments, getting to start maybe a bit of more of the stage, but there seems to have a lot of people around that are getting after the festivity, after the trials. You all gather there. You are at a different table at first. And the conscripta Jorah that is with our trio is, let me just bring back this image because I closed it like a dum-dum. Here. So, this is where you'll be staying. You each have a room of your own. Here are the keys, and as you see that he is,
Wait, you don't have to share?
no.
What?
This must be what royalty feels like.
Yeah, definitely. Like, usually we're three stuck in a room that's definitely not meant to hold that many people.
Well,
And usually someone doesn't take a bath and it stinks.
Oh dear. No. I think tonight's rooms will hold the right amount of people.
the Cerberus Assembly being the owner of the establishment, we are covering the first fees, like I said, for the first night. And anyway, you'll have the other trials tomorrow morning. So, like I said, better find some suitors during the night with the other winners. The others are invited to another inn since they lost and they are not paid tonight. Since they are
Losers.
Not qualified?
Thank you, Vess. We'll keep with that words. And let me check here quickly. Wrong page. Here. With your passive perception shroud, you actually heard that when you were already inside the inn. That's like to find more people from this old man that were really not taking care of hiding his conversation in the middle of everything. So, have a good night, enjoy, and we'll be meeting tomorrow at 8 down here in the common room. On this, please, a bottle of wine for the lady. As he, the barman brings up a wine bottle for Portia.
I take a table and thank the barman for the bottle. Put a couple of glasses. Well, would you like to join me?
Ooh, yes.
With the concussion, I think I'll avoid alcohol for now. Seems like I remember hearing like someone say it was not supposed to be mixed together. So yeah.
Well, it's your
Oh, more
loss.
for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can have my glass.
Thank you.
I top the glasses a bit more since there's less to share.
Well, she gave me her glass, so you can fill this one too.
Good point. I can't hold my drink as much as I used to, anyways.
Thanks.
So I need to ask, how did you ended up in the trial?
Me?
Yeah. Like,
Well,
no offense, but you don't exactly fit the like adventurer, potentially suicidal person aiming to join something dangerous profile.
I just think that I was due for a new chapter in my life. A bit more
like,
excitement.
no one tried to like bribe you or like threaten you, right? Like you can blink if that's the case.
I don't think I need to be bribed. I can be convinced of things if need be, but let's just say that things have made it so that I'm needed outside of the city walls, and this is the way I can achieve that.
Well, why through the assembly? Can't you just go outside the city walls on your own?
Well, it can get lonely if I'm on my lonesome, and being in good company makes any journey more enjoyable. And you two seem like very fine company, so hopefully this won't be the last bottle of wine we get to share.
Wow, well, I get along really well with old people, so I'm sure we'll become friends.
That's what I like to hear.
And I mean, definitely, you shown us that like I should not judge a book by its cover. That jump was amazing.
I must say it has been a while since I've jumped off a tree. A few decades even. Was it a century? I lose count. But you've shown a lot of resilience. You were still standing after that crack to the head you got. Is it still sore?
Sorta, but at least like my horns didn't crack, so hey,
Hey.
could be worse.
You know, when I was sick, my mother, what she would used to do she would pull out a little candle, and I'm like reaching inside my bag, and I pull out like this little die, like a sewing die. And this little candle had a little cinnamon aroma going on. It helped me forget my pain and all and feel comfortable. So I'm just gonna put this here, and it's gonna smell like that as well, and hopefully it's gonna help you forget your pain. And yeah, it like the table starts smelling like cinnamon.
Hmm.
Let me check right here if it's working. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
And like
Yeah.
as we're speaking, Vess is gonna look around, try and see like, because they were told this is like the inn for like the winners. So
Mhm.
she's gonna try and gauge if people are like, could we get them? Like, are they a good match? Are they like worth our time or investment?
All right. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm so great in that.
I didn't check if it was your dump stat. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah, I mean it's not my dumb stat. I'm just not that great at it. You said perception, right?
Yes. All right.
Ooh.
Well, so it's still a plus 3.
Yeah. Okay. I mean that's quite good actually.
This is not the right one for music here. Okay. So, while you're looking around, well, first there is one that is not bored, but a decent fellow. And Kaiser, how much do you hide when you're inside the inn?
I don't have the hood on because it's suspicious, but I definitely hugs the walls and like it looks like I don't belong in a social environment. I just like follow Shroud and I try to be subtle about it, but I copy what he does to blend in some way. So like whatever he ordered, I ordered the same thing to drink or eat. Well, depends if he like it was weird. I wouldn't, but I mean, yeah. So I look suspicious and uncomfortable. English is my good language. In a corner.
And the Shroud, since he's mimicking you, how what do you look like right now in the inn?
So I'm patting my head with my thumb. No, actually, is there a lot of people in the inn or?
Right now, there's maybe 15 people that are establishing themselves on the tables. 2 or 3 people are doing the servings and just walking all around. But either on that right now, it's starting to fill with people, but not. It's not full right now.
Okay, so when we enter the inn, Shroud is like with one person he's able to have a discussion, but when there's a lot of people, he's kind of shy and gets easily anxious. So I just like walk around a bit, not really knowing what to do, but at some point I do like Acer, I don't like to be seen so much. So I check for the table that's the most hidden in the place and try to get a chair there, which is probably too tall for me. So anyway, and there I ask Kaser, do you know anybody here, or do you have any idea what we should drink? I'm not really familiar with places like these, actually.
Well, I hoped you were because, well, I was too focused on my studies to attend those kind of nights with the others,
Oh,
younglings.
oh, okay, okay. Well, from where I come, people normally order beer and a lot of stuff to drink, but I don't know. I saw some people with wine,
Yeah, beer, obviously. Yeah,
beer.
of course.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of beer normally
Hmm.
from where I came.
Yes,
But
and yeah.
can you call the person who's gonna give it to us?
Why?
I don't know. I've done enough. I found us a table.
But I think you should
No, the next step is done by you. I did the first step.
Well, as your master, you need to do those works. That way I can focus my attention on teaching you the Arcan ways.
Could I do anything like ordering something with magic? Can you teach me how?
Well, for instance, I could cast a spell to speak in the ears of this person right there to ask a beer, but I'm not sure she'd appreciate it.
Are you sure? Because if you don't try it, you're not gonna know it.
Well, I don't have her consent.
Oh, that's how it works.
Well, I'm not sure. Well, no, I could. Yes,
Okay,
I can.
so uh, we want to drink. We
No,
want to drink.
Yes, let me help you.
And you just have an elfling lady coming up to you, and it's like,
What would you like to order, sir?
We're gonna order a strong drink for my friend here and a beer for me. Is one of your choice.
All right, bring it back. It's going to be. Let's go for a gold piece. For the whole
Kaser
thing.
is rich. He's gonna pay for me.
no.
Can I say that out loud?
I just opened the pouch that we were given to see how much is our budget for the night.
it was 2 platinum pieces, so it was 20 gold.
You're rich.
Seems fair. Yes, that seems fair.
Perfect. I'll bring you then this strong drink for our gentleman, and also for a beer for the gentleman.
Do you have anything also to eat?
Yes, for sure. We have mostly since there's going to be a lot of people tonight. It's going to be roasted chicken and a lot of bunch of potatoes that are spiced up with some of the northern Shadow Creek run. There's they have to keep warm a lot because it's a bit colder up north. So yeah, it's kind of spicy. Do you like spicy?
Whatever everyone's getting, I'll get it.
Perfect. So 2 of these, though. For the food right now, it is. Are you one of the winners of the trials?
Well, yes.
Sure.
So you are allowed to be in here because you would not be, and I would have to kick you out. But for now, the food is on the house, if we could say. So everything's fine on that. So only the gold piece, and I'll be back right at you.
For sure. Don't make winners wait. I'm the greatest magician in the place.
So she runs back and start to order all the stuff. And Vess, you mostly heard what happened there with your perception check. And
I figured.
from the others, you see that there's some armored guys and ladies that seems to be entering still wounded for some. But others, a lot of the people in there are wearing robes. So most wizards look like either with books, but you see some people with scales on their skin that seems to be lizard-like. But for the general, it's mostly seems to be Arcan user that are out there. Except the 2 that you see, Kaiser, are you wearing your armor right now, or your?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Okay. So another the one you paid attention, and you see that with how much did you roll? 19. Let me upside to see how your disguise was. Did you click for your disguise?
No, I took a 10.
Yeah, you had the equivalent taken. So I think 19 would beat that. So you see that the elven fellow that is in armor that spoke with the cat actually seems to have a. You know how makeup works a bit, and you see that the outside seems a bit paler than the actual color of skin. It seems to be darker.
And I have pale hair as well.
Yes, pale hair, but with your perception, you see that there's like powder in it to lighten to darken it a bit. So from what you see from the most of the scene, that would be it.
So I'm gonna turn towards the lovely ladies and go. So, there's probably like a bunch of good potential candidates, and then we have those two. Which
So, do you that means you think we should go for those two?
I mean,
Because I was about to ask, like who should we pick? Because the old man said a team of 5,
yeah,
and we're
We did.
3.
And there too.
yeah. I mean, it's almost like divine intervention.
It
Well,
is a
let's go
welcome
talk to
concert.
them then.
And Revna will get out of her seat and start.
Yeah,
Walking
definitely
their
the
way.
cat is gonna be super happy to see us.
Let's go. And I'm gonna pick my little die, my cinnamon die, and bring it with me and follow Revna in her bold steps.
So you see, I'm guessing like we're about as discreet as an elephant in a porcelain store at the moment.
Let's go. You just see Revna leading the crew that started. This,
Yeah, she's got
I go
both
like a
wine
clink, a clink
goblets
with-
in her hands, and she's just ambling her way over, not being subtle for 1 second.
I'm in armor that goes ka-clink, ka-clink. I'm not gonna be subtle about anything.
And I'm like, does Portia have her homunculus with her?
Yes, yes. Like Portia, an old lady with an animated sewing machine.
Yeah, this is, so the homunculus, as I recall, was kind of one of the Decepticons, and either the shoulders or the wheels for the for the sewing machine.
And the arms are like 2 huge sewing needles, pretty much.
Exactly. So you have these 3 ladies coming up your way.
Greetings, gentlemen.
How tall
Might
is
we
Vess?
join, fellow winners?
How tall is Vess, you asked?
Yeah.
How tall is she? She's a tiefling, so she's tall, but like,
I think you were like 5'10" or
yeah, around
6,
that.
around that with the horns.
Yeah. So like, she's a tall lady.
I'm just gonna act like kind of surprised and make a jump back, going next to my friend. And while I'm next to my friend, and I hope that he's like concentrated on the tree lady, I'm gonna try to take the dagger from his belt.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Could I make a perception check to see if this is happening?
Well, you're not focused on
Because
that.
I'm like, yeah, okay, fair.
It would
Under
be
the
your
table,
passive.
you know?
It would be your passive for this.
Okay, and my passive is shit, so it's all good.
So,
We'll never know.
Kaiser,
Mine-
Minus
Perfect crime.
13.
with the social situation that are coming up, is your attention on the ladies or in your close environment?
Myself?
Your attention, is it?
Oh yeah, it's the social anxiety that kicks in.
So you pick up his dagger. Shroud.
And I just hide it somewhere, like in one of my pouch.
Oh, good.
Scabbard opening it fits in.
Incredible.
I'm just gonna slide in where he was seated before he jumped to the side. Like, oh, so kind of you to give us a place to sit.
Hi.
Okay, sir. Are those your friends?
I don't know them.
Well, you know us now.
And I'm also gonna slide in next to Portia because I am quite small and skinny.
And I'm gonna
And-
go sit like basically encroaching them. So like on the other side.
Because I was.
We're establishing dominance.
Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hello. You can sit with us.
Well, it's done already, so that's great. So, what are the two of you drinking?
He's having a beer, and I'm not so sure.
All right, all right.
The strongest drink for him.
Oh, that's great. Well, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys a magic trick I know, and I'm just gonna cast Presto and like just shower sparks from both of my hands and go, We want what they're having.
Oh, well, I have to go. I'll have to come back.
Because she was arriving with the. He brings up a nail for Shroud without problem, and 2 plates with the chicken and potatoes. And for Kaiser, it's actually a smaller glass, but when it smells pretty strong within your nose.
It is from the Goliath tribes that are doing a bit. So if you want to take it a notch, you have the right drink, my friend. So gold piece, please.
Yes.
Thank you. And ladies, you want the hell and chicken, or the Goliath drink with chicken?
Everything. We're royalty tonight. We got money and a room.
I'm gonna take a glass of water.
Oh, right. I'll bring a pitcher for the whole night. Well, if you need anything, you'll call me back. But Lady Portia, do you also want?
And she called you by your name because you already been there.
Just bring the bottle for old time's sake.
All right, then I'll bring it back. So, gold piece. Get the gold piece ready, miss, and I'll be back.
I just hand the gold piece to her.
Oh, thank you.
And then she bolts. But now with this awkward moment, the 2 are like,
Okay, so they're your friends, Kaiser. I'm just gonna. Is there a 5th chair? I guess so.
yes.
I'm just gonna jump on the 5th chair, whoever is next to me, and I'm happy to have new friends suddenly.
So I guess you did a trial today.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're winners.
Yeah.
You as
'cause-
well, obviously, since we're all here.
Yes, obviously.
Yes. We're in a winning company, and there's no better friends than winners. And I'm like, take a sip and putting like the bottle in the middle so people can serve themselves if they want or take a taste.
Okay, so I must know, are the 2 of you great mages?
Well,
Yeah, the greatest magician. He said it himself.
Exactly.
I never said that.
Oh, the Tabaxi did. What's your name, by the way?
My name is Shroud.
Hi, Shroud. So yeah, you're a great magician. That was established. What about you?
Well, he's not a great magician.
Are you
That's
calling
a
him a
little
liar?
rude.
No, he's my
Are you
apprentice.
jealous of him?
And he's not a great magician.
Oh,
In
you
fact,
are jealous of
he
him.
doesn't even know how to cast a single spell yet.
I don't either.
Well, that means that you have great potential and that you recognize
Exactly.
what you have inside of you.
Or he
You-
might
you
just be
cannot-
jealous, you know?
You cannot just call yourself a magician. It takes time and practice.
I'm pretty sure people that do card trick can call themselves magician too.
But Kaiser is my master. Pretty sure with him I'm gonna become a great, great, great magician.
Oh, does
so
that mean
that
that
would
Kaiser-
make
Kaiser is
him
a
a
magician?
great, 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 great magician.
I'm nothing like that yet, but one day I will.
Wow. Well, I'm
And-
here to learn magic as well. I mean, I obviously know a bit of magic already, but
Well, if you're joining the Cerberus assembly, I hope you do.
well, I mean, Vess just said she doesn't know any magic, and she's also joining, so I don't really know what the requirements are anymore.
I don't either.
Being great.
Still debatable.
Portia, on your side, you know, for the Solitris Academy, you have to be magic users to be learning actual stuff in there. But for the Cerberus Assembly, all kind of people joining in for their competence depending on what their specialty is. With the difference like civil influence, industry, domestic protection, conscription, diplomatic union, and cultivation also. So it's the whole government that is built up. It's mostly when you join the Cerberus Assembly, you become like a federal employee.
the government.
But with mages.
Okay. Well,
So, what were your trials like?
Lots of zombies.
Enlightening.
there was this manticore that we had to deal with. It was a chimera. I don't know which one.
It was a chimera, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was a chimera.
Oh, right. My
You were,
memory's
like-
playing tricks on me.
In some kind of arena between walls.
And it was a lake. With like
And-
trees and snow.
Interesting.
How
I
about
was
you?
in a sort of desert area.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the desert.
Yeah.
There were
We
some
were
trees
more
as
in
well.
a private trial, if we can say it like that.
Ooh.
Shit,
So you two
VIPs.
are big shots then.
We chopped some head.
Well, yeah,
What kinds of heads?
With what?
ghoulish ones.
Ooh. Tell me more.
Well, Shroud, you seems to like to brag, so go ahead.
Well, it's not bragging if it happened. But we did fight over some zombie, I think, ghouls. There was a big black smooshy thing at the end also, but I'm not sure. We just run away from that, so...
Oh wow, we
yeah.
have so much in common. There was
yeah?
there was a black pudding thing and
Yeah.
zombies for us as well. See?
Yeah.
Best friends already.
It seems like trials are similar.
I mean, it would make
Makes
sense.
Well, they want to make sure that everybody who succeeds is at a certain same level of competence.
Well, or they want to make sure that we, find things we have in common, like fighting undead. That way we can
Yeah.
team up better, you know?
Yeah. What's surprising, though, is that a lot of you don't seem to come from this city. It's strange to see so much strangers joining the Cerberus assembly. Are you even from the Dwendalian Empire?
No.
Yeah.
No, let me break up the heist just right now. Bringing back the drinks.
And she brings back all the food when there's this little not interruption of coitus in between like this question, and bring the chicken, and Revna, you're bringing the same, that it's mostly whiskey from the what Kaiser and Revna will be drinking, but the pitcher of water, and also the all the food is brought up for everybody.
Did they bring the bottle of
And
whiskey?
yes, they bring the bottle. It's like,
You know that this one will be a bit more expensive.
You only live once. And I reach into my little
She is
purse.
getting close to death anyway.
Yes.
This is why I like you. Good sense of humor.
Shouldn't we be like precautious since tomorrow we have another trial?
I don't think anyone plans on getting pissed drunk anyway.
Well,
Do
this
we?
bottle proves otherwise.
Well, if we're going to go on adventures, there might be nights we might not be at it in. Then sometimes we need some comfort.
And I mean, if you're pissed drunk, you don't actually feel pain. Sorta.
And I don't think it's only for tonight.
Which is also why you should have a drink after that blow to the head.
Oh,
It does help you sleep a little better too.
Okay, I guess, like, I'll take that as medical advice.
I'm glad you can trust my decades of experience. This.
Yeah, I might live to regret it, but hey. Medical advice.
all right. So pouring all the drinks. For
She never told us how much the bottle is.
It's going to be a
Just such-
15 gold piece, Portia.
Without blinking. I dropped the 15. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, and I'll be taking care of your table for the night. So if there's anything, just do the firework thing. I'll know it's you. Okay. So have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, my drink tastes like piss. Actually, can I try yours?
Of course, of course. And I like fill it up.
Thanks. Oh, this smells strong. Yeah.
Well, a strong magician needs to be able to handle a strong drink.
Or what you can do is there's no law that says you can't do it, but you can add some water. It's gonna dilute the alcohol.
Well,
Wait,
would you like to try my wine?
I'm gonna try anything. I'm gonna mix everything if it needs to.
You're gonna be so sick.
Oh dear.
wait, everyone. Think about it. They put every winner here tonight because tomorrow there's a trial. What if there is a trial right now?
What kind of trial?
I don't know, but
Like
we're
how
about to
much we
join.
can drink?
We're about to join a secretive and efficient mage assembly. You think they'd respect a schedule?
Actually, yeah. I do think mage are pretty anal about schedule.
8 in the morning, which is quite a late morning if you ask me.
I mean, it's gonna be more than sleep I usually get, so. By the way, I'm Vess. You are? And she looks at Kaiser.
You can call me Kaiser.
He's my master.
Master Kaiser Shroud, right?
Exactly.
I'm charmed. I'm Portia, if you haven't heard already.
Yeah, I heard you're Portia. You're. You said Vess. I don't remember your name.
Revna.
Revna.
Hi.
So Rev, Porsche, Vess. Easier.
Huh. So what's your nickname then, Shroud? Is it Sha? Sure.
Oh, if you say I might not listen to you.
That's true, because you might think I'm telling you to quiet down.
No, I might just not know it's me.
Oh. How about Oud?
Ow.
Someone get
Yeah.
hurt?
Well, choose one of the two, and I'm gonna try to listen to you if you say howd or shh. But Shroud
Perfect.
isn't that long to say, so
Neither is Revna.
that's true.
I figured, if we're all going to call each other by a nickname, we should figure them out now.
And may I ask, what makes you think we will work together?
Well, we're
They're
all
your
sitting at the
friends.
same table now.
And you
Yeah,
haven't
you-
kicked us out yet.
We do need to be 5 for tomorrow, and I don't see you fraternizing with anybody else.
And,
And
you
we share
also
drinks.
said you're great magician, so you even have an apprentice.
That seems like strong arguments.
Oh, we got to fail back.
Do you have any informations about tomorrow's trial then?
Nope, not at all.
Can I roll history to have an idea of what previous trials have been within
Yes,
the
for sure.
Cerberus Assembly?
$15. Since you've been there for a while, it's not really a hard DC to beat. You know that mostly the first trials is to clear up who could be doing past the trials or actually be worth of attention. And the second one is if they can follow orders or instructions in a specific mission environment. So you know that tomorrow it's mostly a mission. We really have an objective, and it's still in a deadly environment. But it is not. You remember that it's also not only. How can I say? it's not only trials. There are actual missions for recruits that are actually filling up the agenda of the assembly.
Well, if what I remember is correct, and you know how my memory could be, I think they'll give us a bit of a test run to see how capable we are at fulfilling a mission. It might be as deadly as it was earlier today, but what really matters is that we have to show to them that we are capable of doing what's asked of us.
Then we might go on a real mission tomorrow. Or tonight, right now.
I doubt they'd want the people they assign missions to go on those without a full night's rest. Would make it less likely for us to succeed in a waste of everyone's time.
I'm still suspicious.
Well, it's a good thing we ordered all of this alcohol. It's flammable, so if we need an improvised weapon, it's right there.
Yeah, and it can be combined with the coin flail.
I'm not sure that's the good idea, since it's a Cerberus assembly location.
Are they against setting fire to their locations?
I'd guess
Would-
they are.
Would you be against people setting fire to your hut?
Well, it's happened before.
But if we can prevent it, would it be better if we didn't do it? Also, you might fail the mission and not get all the teachings you want if you burn your stuff.
That is a good point.
It's a pretty.
But then they probably shouldn't spring surprise missions at us in the middle of the night if they don't want their locations to burn down. I'm just saying.
Which is why I don't think they'll do that.
Portia's very wise.
Indeed.
I nod and take a one swig shot of my drink to demonstrate that.
I copy him.
I don't. I take like a little sip and I'm like,
Portia didn't make a face. Shroud is like.
I definitely edited it.
I think I noticed Kaiser like they take a little sip like now, and I will use Mage Hand to make like 2 needles pop out from like my under my wrist and tilt up the little shot glass so it gets gulped.
Ooh.
Okay,
That
sir,
is
I
a
want to
good
do that. Learn me how to do that.
I have everywhere some. Ugh.
And
Towards
when the night is, you're still talking a bit about tomorrow. At some point, Kaiser, with the drinks that he had, will have to go to the bathroom, and you're actually intercepted on your way back to the table before it went, and you have a friendly face that you remember as always as your own mentor. Let me just here.
I think her name is Astrid.
Yes. Here, let me just switch the vibe a bit.
So, you meet your people for tomorrow, Kaiser.
Master.
Be cautious. The first missions are, yes, demanding, but there's no risk of dying. Tomorrow missions are real. They're not in a controlled environment. I know Portia's been with the Solstice Academy for a while. She's of the capable sort. And if she's with the other two, seems like a good plan. this vest seems to be capable of taking a few hits. And Ravna is quite creative. Nice work. Again, for your trials. Anything to say? Or ask?
How can I prepare myself for tomorrow?
They give you a choice between two missions.
Hmm.
One hard, one of normal challenge to see the potential of the ones.
Then we will do the hard one.
Your choice. You can give this information to your teammates.
Hmm.
You're confident?
In myself, yes. And them, not so much.
How was your work with Shroud? You seem pretty effective still.
He seems young in his head. We'll see.
I think it's mostly how he expressed himself.
I'm not sure of what drives him, his intentions.
Still from Shady Creek Run.
Yes. His motivations are shrouded to me, if I may say.
One thing, tomorrow is no monster that you'll be facing.
Then what will we be facing?
People.
Then I'll be prepared, and I'll hide my true face again.
Good luck. And
She takes another pouch and
here's the payments for your first trial to have received. 50 gold each.
Thank
And
you.
I said each.
Yes. And the cat lost his daggers. Can we pay some for tomorrow?
You'll have them in his room.
Thank you.
Curious. Anyway. Good night. You'll need it.
Thank you, Master.
as she quickly leave the room. And you're on your way back to the table.
Yes, with a more serious look, even more serious than before.
Wow, that must have been quite the poop you took back there.
I was speaking with my master.
Oh. Wait, so how does that work? Because you're his master, but you have a master. So what's the
Yes.
relationship between Shroud and your master?
I guess she's
She doesn't
her
like me.
grandmaster.
Oh,
I'm
she
not so
doesn't
sure.
like you? How come?
Anyway, Shroud, here's your pay. And I give him 50 gold pieces.
You give me a pouch with the piece, or it's like 50 gold piece in my hand?
In your hand, in your little paws.
Whoa! Did she give that to you?
Yes.
Oh, maybe she liked me. I might be wrong.
And she gave me some insight about tomorrow's challenge. We won't be facing monsters. Worse, we'll be facing people.
It's easier.
What kind of people?
Well, monsters is easy. You just have to attack them or
Well,
run away from them.
we all know how people think and how people are made, so I don't know zombie. I don't have zombie for friend, but I have people as friends, so it's easier to know them.
Also, it seems like we will have a choice between a easy task or a more fitting one for ourselves?
Why would they let us choose?
I'd guess they want to see if we have the courage and the desire to prove ourselves.
I'm guessing the choosing part is probably also part of the trials.
I think the same thing. I think everything is a test right now.
I think you need more alcohol to like lower the whole everyone is against me thing.
I think I will do what I want, and
That was
I would like to not be hammered tomorrow.
Please tell me you're not getting hammered with 2 drinks.
I not.
Okay, because I mean, I would have had like thoughts about that. Disappointment, mainly.
I can hold my alcohol. I just don't feel like it right now.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, it's a good thing the table is holding it for you.
If only this table could also help us in our missions like it does you now.
So, his mood bringing down will be calling it a night.
Yes.
All right. Wait, I fucked up the name. Here. So, for now, we will take a short break before going forward with mission-like things. So, stay tuned with us, people. We're going to be back in 15 minutes, and we will be back right after these messages. And we're back, everybody. And, some salt came out of some individual in the first part of this game, since our party actually mixed together to find their teammates for their trials that they have tomorrow, where they had some insight that it's going to be missions from Portia that's usually handling it well, and more extra information from Kaiser Master. And I just have to add a little content because I added your token to your next to your faces during the break.
Master Kaiser.
Meister Kaiser.
I feel like
That
in
sounds
LoL.
weird.
Yeah, I think it's a character in LoL, like League of Legends. Is that true, Master Kaiser?
Mordekaiser.
Mordekaiser, that's
yeah.
right.
Here you go. You're doing it. So they're all calling it a night. Shroud, when you enter your room back, you have your 2 daggers on your desk.
Are they mine or new daggers?
They are yours. You have the same marks on it. You have the same letter that is worn out a bit on the handle. The exact same ones that you had.
Awesome. I put them back happily on myself, and I remember at that moment that I have like the dagger of my friend Kaiser. I'll have to make a choice tomorrow morning.
Justin is hangry for salt in the chat. Calm down, Justin. By the way, I didn't say it earlier because we were switching for the intro, but thank you for Friave for resubscribing for 23 months. Ghostfig for throwing us the Bezos money. And this is me also for the subscribing Prime. Thank you. So, after this night, you are all magically waking up at 7. Like someone sent a message towards your way. But just to knock you out of sleep.
Oh,
So
I'm not
Kaiser,
110
you're doing
anymore.
the makeup again?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And the hair.
And the shroud over here, and all the tokens are ready. Yes. Dun, dun.
I guess I don't have like lentil fuck, so I still have red eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's no contact lenses. Well, prestidigitation is one of the cantrip that you.
I
actually
do
can change color.
prestidigitation then. Or minor illusion.
Perfect. So you maintain this change colored eyes. And is anybody going out of their way before going to the meeting at 8?
Just question before. Sorry if this interrupts, but we took a long rest.
Yes, you can all click on L
Okay.
rest on the character sheet.
Oh,
To
I
get
should have
that out of the
tell
way.
you, but I'm going to prepare bless instead of protection from good and evil.
Perfect.
Okie dokie.
What you wouldn't do with friends.
So
No. Yeah. All good. All good. All good. All good. Yeah.
cool. Cool.
Sorry, my brain like lagged.
All right. So you are all joining up inside the inn. Are you sitting all together, or you're staying sparse inside of this inn?
I arrive at don't know when at some point with the dagger of Kaiser in my hand, just like giving it to him. As soon as I see him, like I have kind of a remorse having it, something like that, and I don't say anything. I just give it to him and go back.
Where
to
did you
my
find it?
morning.
I look at it everywhere this morning.
Oh no, I just took it, but I'm fine now. I don't need it anymore,
I'm sorry, what?
and I just leave.
Oh, hey, Shroud, want some tea?
Maybe he needed it to trim his fur.
Can I have my morning meal?
Oh, yes, for sure. Don't worry. I'll bringing that. It's oatmeal with some fruit and nuts. Don't worry. It's all the basics for everyone. So,
And she just started to serve, and there's mostly a bunch of berries, a bunch of fruits on the table that with everybody's have a hot oatmeal and nuts just running in different bowls. And there's some like dried jerky in the middle also for proteins.
Since we're going on a mission together today, what's your strength, everyone?
She just raises a hand and lets out a jet of sparks once more, looking in the direction of the waitress.
yes. What kind of for you?
Can I have some tea, please?
Oh, Portia already have all her stuff ready on the table.
Oh, I thought
Singer's
that was
just-
Portia's, so I didn't want to take hers.
Singer is like pouring a new cup of tea while Portia's like nibbling on her oatmeal.
Oh, thank you. All right. So, what was your question?
I just wanted to know, like, what you're good at so that we might work better together. Since we're a team now.
Well, I know a few magic tricks.
Alright. And you swing a sword, I guess, armored lady.
Yes. I'm also good at dying.
Very useful.
I'm a capable tailor.
And okay.
Well, she
And
also
if-
did that thorn thing, swinging from the trees.
Oh yeah. It's nothing special. It's a bit like as if I did this and like I throw my arm out and a couple of very thick needles followed by a yarn like a wool thread fly out and they grab like a little pot of sugar from a nearby table and I put it. I'm like, sorry. I do have a bit of a sweet tooth.
Then I guess we'll see what we can do together today.
I have a question. Do you still have your sewing machine, a live sewing machine near you?
Yeah, it's the one pouring tea.
What is that thing capable of doing? It looks like something that's not supposed to be moving.
Oh, it just helps me around when I'm at work. You know, a second pair of hands. Oh, also, just don't get too close to the needle arms. They're a bit sharp. I would hate to see you get hurt.
Oh, I'm gonna stay far from it, but I was curious.
And what would your strength be?
Well, he's a master magician.
A great magician.
Well, mostly I do some little tricks here and there. One day, maybe I'll do more.
No, so we're very similar, you and I, then.
It seems like.
You look at the cutie that is like that big on the next to it, and the Kaiser that is in heavy armor.
Twin.
I think I'm in medium armor, but I'm not sure.
Medium? Oh yeah, you have
Well-
not breastplate, but something.
Yeah, the
closer.
other one.
Yeah.
The one that
Scale rope.
uses dex.
Mm-hmm. So, after a couple minutes, there's the conscriptor coming back. Conscriptor Jorah. Come on, old man. Show your face. All right. Let me change the beats of this. There, where would be? Here you go. Gather around, young one.
Well, I mean, she's not all that young, but
I'm staying
And
put.
It was for politeness. So, everybody who stayed here tonight and drank in our establishment is now doing the trials. Second part. Have you made your team? As he looks all around and looks to start to be. I guess it's every table by themselves, and you see that after the night that you were also talking all together, you see that there's maybe 10 other tables, so there's another 10 missions that are going to be done. So, please, first team, Portia, please bring your young fellows to this door. You'll be brought up by someone to an office. Second team, please tug along and come behind here, and I'll be assigning you your new places. You see that he's not the kind of guy that is actually doing all the talking usually. So, when you are, Borsha, are you moving towards the door with your team?
I'm moving, but as I take like the first step, I let them like take the lead. Whoever's the most
This is
eager.
very exciting. And she saunters off first.
Moment of truth.
I stay right next to my master.
Keep your paws to yourself.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Kaser, I think we're cheating and they don't know it. With the sewing machine, we're 6.
That's perfect. And Vess, I guess you tag along. All right,
I'm gonna close the march.
perfect.
How's your head, by the way? Feeling better?
So you're being brought outside of the inn, and one person waits for you. And a little smirk happens when Kaiser get out.
So, you are Portia's team. Please follow along.
As she guides you to one of the tower of this place. Portia, you know that she is the Archmage of Civil Influence. She took the place of Trentikiton after the war.
Civil what?
Civil Influence.
Oh, I didn't realize you'll be the one in charge today.
Well, mostly that you're already known among the association, so always a pleasure to see you, milady.
The feeling is mutual. Well then, we better not disappoint, right?
You know that she is named Astrid Beck.
Run your care, Lady Beck.
So,
You're brought to, like I said, the tower of the Archmage. That all the Archmage have their own tower. This place seems to be richly decorated, but doesn't seem to being in accord with the owner of the place. Like if someone would have been replacing someone and didn't change the furniture. So you just moved in, but it's not quite your vibe yet. You're brought to an office, and the moment you pass through the doorway, you feel like a buzzing in your ear. And once you get in, the one of you that are proficient in Arcana know that you are under a non-detection and silence spell that could be affecting. So any divination inside this office could not be done. So
Hmm,
now that
got
you
a
are,
weird feeling in my ear.
go back to the other music. Now that the trill is done. Let's see here. You are to know that these missions can be deadly. Right. You will be rewarded with payments if you succeed, and also this will complete your entry into the Cerberus Assembly. Two missions is offered to you. One that needs investigation. A cargo seems to be moved in that we need you to intercept. Seems to have mystical link. We think maybe the implication of a cult. We don't know a cult of what, to who they would be praying those atrocities. We think it's related to one of the betrayer gods. Second mission, need less social finesse, because the first one would be actually to seek information and might not be the cup of tea of such, but it's also of utmost importance. The second mission, maybe your friend here, Shroud, will know a bit more, because there's some renegades to the clan of Shadow Creek, a clan that captured some belongings, and we think that there might be a hostage. He seems to have a lair, so it would be to use your head and act strategically. So, the cult or the renegades?
I cannot speak for everyone, but in my mind it's clear that we have to take the renegade. First, it seems harder, and second, we will prove Shroud true allegiance.
Whoa. That feels like some accusation at some point.
No, but with that, you'll officially cut your old ties with Shadow Creek.
Well,
Enjoy
it
the Cerberus.
depends. Which family do the renegade come from, or are they working with a gang, or there's a lot of things that can be taken in account. Like, I don't know.
Well, if you're from Shadow Creek, what if you know the renegades?
Oh, I probably don't know them. I work for
But
money.
what if you do?
If I do, I don't know. Right now, you're my friends.
Right now is not something that soothes
Hey.
my pain, my doubt.
You're even more than my friend. You're my master.
And that doesn't stop you to steal me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't steal you.
You
I-
stole from him?
No,
Yeah,
I
you did.
took his
Ooh.
dagger because he wouldn't lend it to me.
Do you want a dagger? I have some.
No, now I have enough. I found back my 2 dagger that I lost. No, seriously,
Okay.
I
You're
don't mind. I
welcome.
don't mind. Cult or renegade, I will follow. Master, I follow you.
I didn't use the term renegade for nothing. You may be jumping a bit to conclusion, Kaiser, but renegade means that they are not obeying to the clans of Shadow Creek Run. Shroud is still linked with the clans, the official ones.
Okay.
I know you are eager to join the Cerberus assembly, but patience.
So on one hand, we have weird cult that may or may not be tied to betrayer gods, and on the other end, we have people that act outside of established order for most likely personal gain. I
You
mean, I don't think everyone has people skill here, so I would go with the renegades.
you said there was a hostage, perhaps.
Perhaps, yes.
Do we know more about who this person could be?
We have no idea yet. You would technically be the scouts, so we need the information if there is such an hostage, or if it's not there, to find where the person would be located.
All right. I turn towards the others and I say, I do have a bit of an eye for detail, and I can make a good sale if need be. But if doing some investigative work is out of your comfort zone, I'll come along. And if we're talking about a hostage, there are people that might be worried for that person, so it would be good to get them out of trouble.
And you?
Lady Astrid, was it?
Yes,
Which one's the hardest?
I'm not telling.
Oh. Because I know Kaiser really wanted to do the harder one, so
Then
I
you'll
feel
have
like
to-
we should decide based on that.
You'll need to use his deduction and intelligence to find which one would be more difficult.
Well,
'Cause
I'm
there-
very good with people, so the harder one for me will definitely be the other one, the investigation one. The Shady Creek clans.
Shady Creek is really hard. It makes our friendship being doubted. I think it's the hard one.
When Astrid said she wouldn't say, my attention kind of turns towards her, and as she says her following words, I try to sense if there's something about the way she intonates and reacts to our words that will kind of betray which way she leans.
You can give me an insight check.
Also, um, there was a test of logic that has been put forward for Kaiser to kind of perhaps find between the little clues that have been given which is the actual harder choice. So I'm gonna just enumerate out loud while I think about what's going on, like the key points to perhaps help him better get a full picture of the two missions.
Are you guiding me to make a roll?
I'm giving you the help action if you want to do an investigation check. I do have a good bonus myself, but you know what?
It's okay. I'll do the investigation with your help.
Yeah.
You can either roll each of your own or Kaiser you roll with advantage.
I think
You think you're
we're
good?
good.
You're good, yeah.
Do you want me to use the advantage?
Yeah, sure.
If you want to have a 26.
Almost,
Still high,
almost.
still high.
All right.
When Portia is like enumerating all the steps of different missions, you see that when you're talking about the Shadow Creek run, for her, it is pretty basic.
Then we must do the investigation. But then, on some part of the investigation, I will have to rely on your strength, everyone else. As you might not know it, but I do not possess any people skill.
No, we figured.
But I do have other strength.
Which
Your
you haven't really
integrity.
demonstrated so far, have you?
Those trials are for that, no?
Yeah, I agree.
I appreciate how forthright, transparent, and full of integrity you are with us.
I don't need pride. I need to succeed on this mission.
So, one vote for the investigation. Shroud.
Oh, wherever we go, I don't mind. I'm gonna follow the crew.
So, no ambition. Skip to Vess.
It's not that I don't have any ambitions. I just don't want any problem. I know that you didn't like me.
Don't speak back on my master.
Too late.
Vess.
Honestly, I don't like leaving people behind, so I would go with the renegades.
Revna.
Okay, so my question here is because I got a little mixed up. Which is the investigation? Because I thought it was the renegades.
The renegade ones
Oh.
is the lair. There is where
Okay.
there could be a bunch.
So we're not investigating things, we're just helping people.
It's a more strategically needed mission. The others need more quick thinking and adaptation.
Well, I definitely want to prove my strengths. So I think I'm a quick thinker.
You demonstrated it during the trials by passing you for a zombie, and it worked.
Thank
And
you.
you, Portia?
Regarding the mission we won't take, will there be another group that will be tasked with it?
With the other mission, yes. If it's not taken care of by the recruits, one of our own squad will be taking care of it. But also, may I give you the information that even if you take the harder or the easier one, failure can happen. And failure results to death. Just a little recall here.
Nah, we never fail. That's your new motto.
That's not true.
Oh, come on, don't break the mood.
I don't think the assembly would settle for me taking the easier path.
So which one would be?
Let's see what these cultists are up to.
All right. And know this, that it's only for the trial that we use these resources. But you will be teleported to the destination. And you have to use this tablet.
As she tends to you, a tablet with draconic runes on it.
I should know Draconic.
That's why I said if you want to change anything on your character sheet, comes before.
May I?
Yes, you can.
May I change to Draconic, one of my useless language?
One, since you are a mage and most of magic stuff is in draconic, I'll allow you to change one of your
Thank
language
you.
to draconic.
Thank you. I know Draconic. I'm a real mage now.
I don't. I have a very practical relationship with the Arcana. Oh, that's nice.
Break this tablet, and you will be teleported back. Your whole group. Back here.
Thank you very much.
Let me get used to this.
Do you want to buy anything before leaving?
We can buy things. Like
How
what?
much does cost the spell? 50 more? Nah, I don't
You would
know.
have to transcribe it also, and you're leaving
don't
now.
have time.
Can we buy potions maybe?
Yes.
That could be useful.
That's true.
There is 3 in inventory here, but you can go for more in the village, but you will be losing time for your investigation.
Oh, we can get the 3 here and split them among ourselves. And
Since you are members, you will be allowed a 25 gold piece instead of the standard 50 for minor healing potions. So 75 total if you wanted 3 of them.
Well, I can pay for one of those.
yes, me too.
My master will pay for mine.
No, I won't.
I'm gonna pay for mine.
So she take up something from the desk, and the 3 potions are on the desk.
Here they are,
Oh.
payment.
So you pay the 25s.
Oh, hang on. This is my fingernail pouch. This is my money pouch.
Why
They
do
have
you
the
a
same jingle.
Yeah.
I don't have a fingernail pouch.
You should. They're fun.
I'll take a healer's kit if possible.
There is one, yes.
Yeah.
So 10 gold piece.
Yeah, and by any chance, I just remembered I once had a terrible indigestion with some tea that went bad. Would you have an antidote lying around?
An antidote. Interesting. Seems that you're the more experienced member of your team. Yes. Let
How
me check
is
the
having a
price of that
bad-
thing?
It is the same price to healing potion.
Oh, then 25 would be the price for your membership.
I'm gonna add 25.
Okay.
Are you ready to leave? I'll be the one doing the teleportation.
Let's put ourselves in the worst situation possible. I mean, if we're attacked whilst teleporting, no?
Can that happen?
I'm not sure.
We scribed the
you?
location earlier. Don't worry, you'll be sent to the safest location possible before going. Good luck. And come back alive.
As a circle start to draw on the floor, and you just see Argan runes running around, and in a matter of instants, you're now in the map that I'm activating. Yoop-a-doop-a-doo.
Trying to figure out how to add a potion to my inventory.
Yes, same.
You go into the
Let's go.
items, the top right compendium.
Yeah. Wait,
You go for
Yeah.
D&D 5e as RD content, item and spells, and you go inside the items section, and you find you can write down healing, and it will show you. Oh, let me just give you the
Vision.
vision on the stuff.
I'm blind.
Yes, you're blind, everyone.
Oh, just before leaving, I give a little benediction to my friend Shroud, which gives him advantage on his initiative for the day.
Damn.
Dang.
On the next initiative that is rolled.
Yeah.
Fast cat's gonna be fast.
You're supposed to have vision now.
Yep.
Let me just observers.
More specifically, 300 feet of dark vision.
I'm not sure I'm getting the item things. If I go in items, I'm supposed to see something or just like...
At the top right of the compendium, you go
Yeah,
in
it-
item and spell, you're supposed to see item SRD. You don't see it?
Okay, yeah.
Mm,
So you click on compendium packs, and
Oh, it's
then
in compendium packs.
yeah, and then there's D&D 5e SRD content,
Okay,
items and
good
spells.
now.
But I can't. It appears to be lock the item
Okay.
category.
I write it down in the chat. You can now drag it to your character
Oh.
sheet.
Thank you.
My god. I will understand it at some point, but for now, I don't.
Now that it is refreshed, you see that there is... Oh, this door is supposed to be closed.
Oh, it popped out as a separate window. That's why. Okay, got it.
Time to stack the potion of healing. No.
And the antitoxin. Let me just check out quickly.
And a healer's kit. Like I pulled it out, but I don't know how to put it in my inventory.
Okay.
Just to be sure, Revna is small or medium?
Medium.
Is she an elfling?
No.
She's
I was sure
half
she was an
elf
elfling.
looking.
Ah,
Yeah.
we're both elf.
Ish.
No, sorry.
looking.
She's half elf looking, medium size, but she is on the shorter side, like 5'1", 5'2".
Well, let's switch up the ambience. It's not that dark inside there.
Okay.
All right. So, you are now in front. You are more back in the street. You don't know exactly where you are at the quick glance. And if the music can start, it would be helpful. All right.
Psst, hide yourself.
You are a bit further in the street, but this is what you can look at when and the inn entrance is over here.
You kind of see like Shroud having a instinctive reflexes to go right next to the wall here and just like try to hide as much as possible. Like he's on a mission now and he knows it.
We just have been teleported. Of course, people noticed us.
Well, he looks like he knows what he's doing, and she'll just right next to the shroud.
Portia's gonna take a little moment to take in her surroundings, wondering if she recognizes where this is.
Can give me an history check.
All right, let's do this. Histoire. Ah, yes, I remember.
You remember pretty good. You are right now in the city of Zadash.
Ah, Sidash.
One
It's
of the
been
pretty
too long.
big one inside the Marrowfield region. A lot of church, or most of the base of the government of the Marrowfield is established in Zadash. So right now, this is the only inn that you'd be looking around. There is a barrack a few places from there. And, well, right now there is no threat since you've been instructed to go to this place.
To this specific inn.
Yeah.
Have I been to this inn before?
Roll me a d20.
Let's...
Nope.
And you lose.
But I'm
your
sure I
arcane
have.
focus.
When you went to Zadash, you mostly went for like the big structure and stuff. So this inn doesn't seem particularly entertaining. It looks pretty basic. But with your intelligence check, you know that this inn belongs to Noble. That within his capricious things, bought the inn at an auction.
Oh, I heard about this
Yeah.
place. Like, it's changed hands. It made a bit of the rounds. People couldn't believe somebody would buy an inn like this because, like, nothing outstanding about it.
Then I guess we have to speak to people.
Well,
And if I
should
say we, it's not me, but you.
go in?
Also,
Pretty sure I was part of the mission, actually, speaking to people.
I don't need to hide. Oh,
Oh well. We won't get people to open up if we don't open doors. I'm guessing there's multiple doors leaving into this inn.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to the closest one, which is right here, I think.
Oh, Portia is
And
leaving
you
us.
see an arrow on it that points to the left and go that like use this door like every single freaking
Yeah.
establishment.
I will pull on the door accidentally. I'd be like, ah,
It's open.
okay.
So you open and you just see older gentleman, maybe mid 40s. Still younger for you, but with a large white mustache, a bit of a beard, missing hair a bit up there, but still trying to keep some dignity with the ponytail behind.
Wait, does this mean bald people don't have dignity?
Huh?
I'm bald. It's the
You're-
one
you're
that are
what about it?
trying to keep the soul less on the head. Whatever, it's my opinion.
You could be calling yourself out. I'm just saying.
What? Sorry, you haven't seen the sign on the door?
Oh dear. You're right. I'm so sorry. I've been looking for a room. It's been a long travel, and was there like a smell of food coming from this place when I came in, or like sounds or something that'll tell me like this place is booming, or is it?
Seems to have seems to have some smell of food, but seems to be not like a large kitchen or such. So just a small one, a small restaurant, a corner, but not that.
I got a whiff of your kitchen, and I'm at the mercy of my stomach. What can I say?
Well, we have good boar meat inside there, and you'll be able to find out also some meat to accompany it. You would just have to take the first door on your right. Over, and you point out.
The window over here.
It is
Oh.
the main entrance, and you'll be able to access the establishment.
Oh, is this? And I look like. Does this look like an office or like a personal room? What am I looking at?
It looks like his office. Like he would be the owner, and people that want to deal directly with him is dealing to this door. And well, it wasn't unlocked. It wasn't locked, so you opened it.
You're too kind, sir.
Sir Gregor.
Oh, Sir Gregor. I'm Portia Ilots, and I hope that the rest of the city is as welcoming as you are. And I close the door and turn around, business face off, be like, we're going to your right.
Perfect. While Portia was doing this, the Kaiser, Revna, Shroud, and Vess, what do you want to do?
I was taking point, like looking around to be sure we were not getting ambushed.
Give me a perception check. Eight. You, in the immediate vicinity of the place, you don't see anything that seems out of the ordinary. There's people walking in the streets a bit further. Some clients get in, but mostly nothing really happens out of the ordinary around, and nobody's watching. And thank you, Shizarino. I'll drink my water for the boy don't know further. And all right, and we follow up with who wanted to do anything while Portia was talking with this gentleman.
Well, is there like, because on the map there's a bunch of crates at the end of
Yep.
the alley here. Revna would have been kind of like poking around them, trying to see if there's anything hidden maybe or anything out of the ordinary interesting.
Give me also a perception check.
Kiduki. 17.
17. So, directly to the crates, doesn't seem to. You see that these crates seems to be there for a while, seeming that they are But the thing that gives you the hint that it's been there for a while is that you know when onions are past due date, they leave like a brownish things. Some of the bottom crate on the left seems to be leaving there, so doesn't seem to move a lot of inventory around.
Are they empty or is there something in there?
It seems to be pretty full.
Okay.
You like knock to see if there's a lot of sound reverberating in there, and you're like, nope, it's pretty full.
Okay. So I make a mental note that this might not be a good hiding spot if we need to hide for anything.
All right. Kaiser and Trud?
Not so much. I'm waiting for them to take initiative on this thing. But I'm looking around, specifically in the door right in front of me, right
Okay.
here.
This door is bare shut, and you see an arrow that it points up to the deeper in the alley. And when you see, it doesn't seem to have a lock on it, so it's just like an iron circle handle that you can pull. Well, mostly right now it seems like a push door.
I think we need to go in the inn.
That's funny, Indian.
I know.
And Shroud?
Why aren't you smiling at your joke? It was a good one.
Well, Portia said we had to open doors, so why don't we open this one? And I just tried to like overpass my master with Kaiser and open the door.
You're like going over the shoulder.
Yeah. Well, I'm too small for that. For it, it's more like under the arm. Hey, why don't we open it?
You can you see that there is resistance, meaning that it doesn't seem to be locked, but it seems to be blocked by something.
Oh, that's not my type of door. Yeah, no, I don't like this one. Not mine.
And you just see with like a commoner, like a bit of word out that you see 5 people in the alley just walk through. Sorry, and he goes between and enters over here.
So maybe we should actually go through that door.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. And that's what that man just did. So I think he's on to something.
I'll
What
be
are we
following
waiting
you if you
for?
go in.
All right.
And
can
she
all
will
go
walk
in?
straight in. Yes.
And I follow.
Now we'll follow 3.
As the tension seems to be still in your bones as you're walking in. Sorry for the music. You go in, and this is like an inn and beyond. So you are going in over here. Let me just get all of you inside the building.
I was about to shout and say, Vess, come in.
They seem armored.
And yes, you see that there is a guy in a pretty large armor that seems to be guarding stairs. But when you enter, you see a gentleman's like, "Oh, hello, welcome. Do you want to have a beer or maybe eat a little?"
Hi, this is very nice. What were we in the mood for, guys?
I did hear the greatest thing about the boar meat here.
Yes.
So boar meat for 5.
Yeah, but
6
no
with the
beer for
gentleman that
me.
entered? No, I'm on my own. Everything's fine. So, so 5 times. Boar?
Well, yeah, or just one big boar. We can split it in 5. I'm sure it's enough.
Well, since we have a lot of them around, it will be only 3 gold pieces for the whole pig.
I'll put 3 gold pieces. I'll pull it out.
It will
Isn't
be ready
grandmother
maybe in 20
best?
minutes, in 20, 25 minutes. You can sit around.
All right. Well, look, there's a table right here that has exactly 5 seats. How incredible is that?
It's like we're ready to receive you here.
It is a sign.
Please enjoy yourselves and have a good time. And well, the establishment, you see pretty common people, but well, that's the thing. A lot of people around seems to be commoners all around. But this guy over here seems to be getting another vibe.
What kind of vibe is he getting?
Well, he
I'll
holds a
show
big
you-
Bible in a mace, so I guess
Well,
he's a
yeah,
priest.
yeah. I mean, I can. There's a very obvious religious symbol there.
Oh no, the image doesn't show. Fuck.
I can see
Oh my
it.
God,
but
he's
I
hot.
see a handsome fellow.
I'm like, oh my god, he's beautiful.
Let me just
Hold on.
generate it. Why Foundry on Microsoft Edge sucks. Sorry, I'm just.
Why are you using
refreshing.
Microsoft Edge? Is my
Yeah, that's
question.
the real
Because for
question.
capturing the sound, I have to separate it
Oh,
with the two
okay.
browsers.
Ah,
That's the investigation we need to go.
Oh well, it doesn't
suspect
work
could
on.
be anyone.
Doesn't work on the stream. Let me just put out the picture and set it up for the stream. But you see this gentleman with this white large clothing and white hair. Seems to have some elven heritage, but the ears are too short to be of pure lineage.
I think he might have some information.
Are you saying that because he's pretty?
Because he stands out.
Ah,
Is he on his own?
He's discussing with
'cause-
one of the locals.
Okay. Okay. Do we want to hear what he's saying maybe? Cuz I have a way of making that happen.
Well, don't waste your precious resources.
well,
Well,
I have a way of hearing things, but it's not really that magical. It's more that I'm small and I hide quickly.
you also have nice big fluffy ears. I guess
Yeah.
that comes in handy when it comes to overhearing things.
Seems like a plan. Let me help you and guide your action.
So you're using guidance.
I do.
So you can add a d4.
Well,
Well, actually, the one who's casting the spell will be responsible to roll the d4. So in the dice tray in the chat, there's
So
the d4
much.
symbol that you can add it. So
Okay.
I don't have to remember stuff.
so
So much pressure.
I'm
Don't
gonna
forget you have a D4.
Yes, you all have a d4 and 2 floating inspiration.
I got so much things to do just to listen for one conversation.
So
I'm
Shroud, you want to
gonna-
hear out.
I'm gonna try to go nearer their table by maybe go under our and like slip through people and go under their table. I'm like 8 foot tall, so I'm super tiny.
Okay. So, well, you can give me a stealth check.
For sure, with the guidance of my master. Oh.
There's a floating inspiration if you want to re-roll.
Yeah,
There is, yeah.
I'm gonna use this flooding inspiration to reroll and do some dumb shit again.
And you had the +1 from the d4, so it would be a 12.
Meh.
Can I use silvery barbs on that? No, I don't think so.
No.
You can still use your own d4, Shroud, because like the chat gave you a bit earlier.
Yeah. So
No,
I
you made the recap actually. That's why you have a d4.
So I just roll a d4
You just
and
had a
add it.
d4 and at the bottom of the chat where the dice tray is. And that would be topping to a 16.
So yeah, I try to, in a stealthy way, like I don't put my foot in the carpet or something, and just go hide under their table to listen to them.
Okay. So while they're discussing, you hear the gentleman. So please, I would need more information about the people you've seen entering this hen earlier.
Well, I'm not so sure about who exactly entered, but some people reserved the second floor.
And you really don't have any information about them?
No, I'm sorry, sir. There were maybe like 5 or 6, not too much, but some people were dressed fancy.
And you've been here for a couple of hours, I think, so you would know.
Yeah, for sure. I've been there since this morning. And thank you again for the hail.
Oh, it's my pleasure. May the Everlight bless you.
Everlight.
As you see that he is walking towards this table on his own and seems to be taking out a book to take some notes. And Shroud, you're not noticed. You were right under their table. You just passed under the chair of Ravna and scooped out under their table. So they didn't notice you.
Awesome. I was about to play Meister wasn't nice with me if he found me, but anyway. So I'm gonna go back to my friend in the same stealthy way I just went there and tell them what I just heard, like, oh, it seems like there's people on the second floor, about 5 to 6 people, and they're dressed fancy, been here for a couple of hours. But the thing that annoyed me the most is like a special word I didn't understand. They said the Everlight or something like that.
I would like to make a religion check.
Yes, you can. 11. What you know from the Everlight, she is one of the prime deities that is actually accepted within the Dwindling Empire. Where let me just I have all my notes over here. Her name is first called Serenray, or Ray the Dawnflower, and commonly called the Everlight. She is a goddess of atonement and compassion. Represented by a symbol of seems to be a woman like with a phoenix-like head and arms as wings, with a ruby in the middle of it. So from what you know, like I said, she's mostly guiding and atone for a lot of when people seek redemption. The Everlight is mostly the guide to show the right path. That's what you know about it.
I do share the information with the others. And I also share that I could make him an illusion about this symbol to prove a faith and make a contact with this one. Would anyone be interested as playing as a faithful person of the Everlight?
Well, do we want to make contact with him?
He seems to be
interact
after
with him?
something.
Oh, we could. And I mean, it's quite easy to fake it if we have this, and I'll use Presto to create a small trinket in the shape of that
I
was
can do
described
it
to me.
with minor illusion.
That works as well. Though
Be
mine looks
more-
a lot better.
Yeah, I think so. The other option I see is that we take out the guard guarding the second floor and we investigate, but it seems more up your face.
Well, I mean, that looks like a good ally to have. If the people they were talking about aren't the cultists.
I mean, cultist and nobility wouldn't be first. If they're saying they're all dressed fancy, it could be either they're wearing cloaks or ceremonial garbs, or they're nobles. or both?
Shroud, you notice that when Revna said the word cultists, the head of the half-elf turned, and he is subtle about it, but you see that he's listening to what you're saying. Since he's right next to her.
Are you trying to say me your name? Shh, your nickname. Shh.
No, but it's my new code to say, shh, don't talk too much.
Okay, so your nickname is definitely gonna be Oud because shh is just confusing.
Well, while he's not really looking, I feel like he's listening.
Well,
I'm
you
just like,
see him tilt the head, and he
fuck.
just...
Revna's just gonna turn towards him fully.
This is a private conversation.
Well, maybe try to not talk about cultists inside an inn, and no one will tend to ear, milady.
Well, we could be speaking about any cultists. What kind of cultists are you interested in, huh?
The troublesome one? Are you?
Are you asking me if I'm a cultist or if I'm interested in troublesome cultists as well?
What would be your answer to both?
Is he flirting with you?
I'm not sure anymore.
That's not flirting.
Thank you.
Pretty sure it is. At least in my part, it is.
No, flirting is more like with flowers and chocolate and stuff like that.
No, that's courting, not flirting.
Well, aren't they similar?
No, one involves like being fancy and like having time and freedom in your head and not being an adventurer.
Oh, Vess, have you ever been courted before?
Oh, don't
No.
go that way.
Oh. Did you like it?
If you don't mind.
Not being courted?
You see that he stands up and start walking up there.
Oh, but yeah, to answer your question, no, we're not cultists. We're really into the Everlight. I don't know if you've heard of her.
Roll me a deception check.
Oh, by
I
the way,
tried to-
which says that me and Singer were both doing like praise the Everlight to like give it to the act.
And I hold up the little trinket I produced using Presto.
Oh, I do it also with Better Illusion for herself to help her.
So
Perfect.
you do it,
Nice.
and you would have disadvantage on the check, but with the Everlight thingy that seems to be praising a bit more information about it, you cancel the so you give me a straight check of deception, please. 15.
A 15, yeah.
15 still good. Let me check my insight though.
We're
That's the
dead.
quote. That's the quote of the night.
Point, 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 point.
There have never been 5 more faithful disciples of the Everlight than this.
Are you all disciple of the Everlight?
Uh-huh.
If you're playing it too obvious that you're not, though, I can change it later. But right now,
I'm being vague about it. Just because I actually have a real faith.
you're
But,
just like,
like she goes along with it just because she's like, this is important focus.
and you see that he is pulling back. No. Oh, wrong page. Spin, spin, spin. He sits at the
think we're
table
dead.
over there where he was talking with the gentleman. Oh. So, when you were talking about... Oh, Justin throwing back the D4 to Shroud.
Oh.
So Shroud get back the D4. And there's only one falling now. I'm actually investigating. And you see that he lowers his tone. Cultists around. And there seem to have suspicious people that went on the second floor of this inn. There is gentleman in full plate armor that is guarding the south entrance. And there is a lady that seems to be coming from Shady Creek runs, having barbarians outfits. Most chance of being a mercenary.
Sorry, I'm taking notes.
No problem.
You're saying there might be suspicious individuals.
Yes, exactly. And, they all would be located at the second floor.
Well,
What
They
are we
seems to
doing?
have put the bigger guards south, so I guess their presence would be more close if there are be at the south entrance.
Yeah.
Maybe if we can convince the owner of the establishment to close for the next hour, we could be doing our own business here. Would you like to help the Everlight to purge heretics?
Do we know what god they worship?
No.
The Everlight hasn't revealed that to me.
No. Actually, the Everlight guided me here with Omen this morning.
what sort of omen?
I don't come in this part of the city, but I've seen only shadow and hands trying to grab me in the morning. And I've seen once I passed through the shadow, this end was revealed to me.
Let's see. Listening to this, I'm going to take a peek and have my eyes like lay on the guard at the entrance. He's obviously in armor, but is he wearing maybe a trinket, an amulet, a symbol that might give me a clue about what group they would belong to?
Give me an investigation check.
All right.
All right, 21. When you look at the guard, the heavily armored that you see a bit further, not that he doesn't have an insignia particularly, but he have his cape have it's blue and white stripes of a V in behind, and they seem to have a symbol on the back that's is related to a mercenary guild. So this guy has been hired for doing his task. It seems to be a pretty new thing, but you're not from Zadash, so you don't know what would be locally located. Well, you rolled it pretty high earlier. They're called the Silver Hand. And they're doing mercenary work, and they're known to be loyal to their contract. So not accepting bribes or mercenary with honors.
Okay. That fellow doesn't seem to be the bribable sort. I was hoping maybe if we could look the part of these heretics. Everlight forgive us. We could have been given access without trying to force our way too much.
Or you just have to sleep while we pass through him.
Other possible option would be maybe we can try and pass as staff. So, like, we would have a reason to go upstairs, refilling drinks and whatnot. Or we can do an actual survey around the inn, and there might be a point of access to the second floor.
Or the guard might go to sleep and he doesn't guard the stairs anymore.
I mean, short of actually banging someone with a sword, the blunt end, I don't have any way to put people to sleep. If you do, please enlighten us.
If I propose something, it might be because I can do it.
Do you also know magic that puts people to sleep?
Yes, I do.
Wow, we have so much in common.
No, we were truly meant to be together.
Either that, or if we require disguises, perhaps that's also something I can do. Well, just
So
for
do
me, though.
I.
Wow. It's like we're the same person.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
She like her eyes narrow ever so slightly at that.
Maybe we're distant cousins.
If you wouldn't mind, a plan of action would be there because they've been there for a couple of hours. They might be on their leave soon. And if this happens to be public, this might turn the other way around.
I just have. So Vest thinks that this is all too convenient. That like we just so happen to find someone that we can convince like to help us because of the Everlight and blah blah. Can I roll insight?
Yeah,
I want to
sure.
make sure the guy's not bullshitting us.
He praised the Everlight. He's not
Like we're
bullshitting.
bullshitting him, but
Yeah,
yeah.
well, I mean, we're bullshitting him, so I'm not putting aside that he might actually also like the whole paranoia of Kaiser's getting to Vest. So she's like, this could be like making us lose point in the trial.
Yes, drink with my anxiety.
So play his insight check for
That's a
18.
lucky number.
This guy is corporal language shift when you talked about the Everlight and how sincere you looked about it. So being a firm believer into the Everlight blinded maybe his own perception of yourself, since you at first looked like more arrogant people than something else. Well, for Revna, that says like, you don't hear the tables and stuff like that. But his attitude shifted a lot when all the faith about the Everlight came out. So he seems to be really inclined, since you would be sharing the same faith. And with the deception that's been rolled, things seems to be fine. With especially my natural one. So, who would be good to convince the owner of the establishment to empty the civilians?
I do think I did a good first impression on Sir Gerald, I believe is his name.
Gregor,
Gregor, yes.
it's okay. It's your memory as you get old. Kind of. I can come with you if you need, extra convincing done on your behalf.
To be honest, when I look at you, I have no idea how somebody could tell you no.
All right, I'll be waiting here with the others. If you be going on their way.
Yes.
I'm gonna wait with you.
There's someone, like I said, at the entrance of North. If someone want to take a glance. So Portia and Revna are going towards Sir Gregor.
Yeah.
So you arrive at the door. How do you address the situation?
Well, while we're on our way there, I'll kind of whisper to Portia, like,
So what's her excuse?
Looking at how this establishment is, maybe we could convince him that he clears the floor for us because we want to make a private party to celebrate our arrival to town.
Well, we'll probably have to pay him something, no? Isn't that how that works? Because if we clear the floor, then he loses business.
It's true. I do have some coins left. How about you?
Yeah, me too.
That could be a thing. Do you have an idea? You always surprise me what you have in mind.
Trying to think.
I'm imagining the two of us like squatting behind the window, like here, while we're like having this little pep talk.
Good. Behind a window where he can see you. Yeah.
Like crouching below it. We're like crouching below like the windowsill. Like, so
What if we cause people to leave by pretending we're health inspectors and we found mold in the walls?
I'm not so sure they care about that.
They
Oh,
are
you're here as
actually
well?
outside the establishment right now.
Oh,
Kaiser.
you're out. My
oh, Kaiser, what are you doing here? Do you want to help us as well?
nothing.
Wait, you just followed because you wanted to feel included. It's
I want to
fine.
be part of the gang. I want to have friends. Please
The
let
two of
me
you
in.
really have a thing in common. I really see the resemblance. I did come in as a tourist, so maybe I could be like, oh yes, I'm actually a food inspector, and that's why I didn't announce myself. How much do I know about the food inspection practices of this city with my history roll?
Oh gosh. You would know that this establishment is not renowned for it, except the boar. That seems to be a bit more dry about everything, but they have a good sauce to patch the thing. The establishment is really not well known around, so could be yes to be like culinary tester,
Health
whatsoever.
inspectors,
Health
yeah.
inspectors, yes.
But, right, actually, when you're talking about the window, the door opens and like.
Can I help you with anything, milady? You still wandering around my window?
I dust myself off and try to like look much more as formal as I tend to be, but under a different occupation. I'm like, my good sir, I unfortunately have not been fully upfront with you. Me and my colleague, and I like lean towards you. Yes, how can I say? We're actually from the city city health and safety board, and we have heard troubling allegations about the how can I say, the cleanliness of your kitchen.
What is this madness? Milady, could I see some papers?
But of course, yes, indeed you can. My dear, can you please pull out the badge? You have it on you, right?
Yes, I do. It's somewhere around here.
Presto. Badge. It says non-magical trinket, so listen.
Yes, but there's still verbal components and to cast the actual cantrip. So
I will mumble it under my breath as I'm searching through my pouches.
all right.
Oh, and I forgot my other assistant, Singer. And like, I'll have Singer like drift in behind me, coming like from this side here,
So to distract from the.
and also show that I have, let's say, magical capabilities that give me the competence for my position.
Okay. So give me a stealth check, Ravna. Okay.
13, yeah.
Only because of
I'll
the
add-
distraction.
I'll-
Oh, you got your d4?
Oh, I was gonna say I'll add my d4 to be on the safe side.
Woo!
17.
Let's go.
So let's remove the d4 to Ravna.
All right.
So you show the papers with a non-magical trinket that like small cards, and you flash it like FBI, like, and you remove it pretty quickly because it's still illusion, and you don't have all the information written down straight ahead. But subterfuge. Well, this will give actually Portia advantage on deception check.
Yes. So I'm looking at my deception chat. I'm like, so as I was saying, we do have to look into this, but I appreciate how welcoming you have been. I can resolve this matter quickly, within an hour. Just clear your staff and attendance so that we can look quickly, and I'll put in the good word, and everything should be alright.
My guest at the second floor actually rented the place upstairs, so I will need them to stay put. But for the main floor, I would be able to clear the floor for, let's say, 2 hours. Fills up with you, milady.
Well,
Yes, we are very efficient health inspectors, so we will be able to inspect everything within 2 hours. An hour and a half, if we're quick about it.
Portia, give me this deception roll, please.
Do I have advantage? Because
You
boy,
have,
would I appreciate
the advantage
advantage.
from Revna, yes.
Thank you, Revna. You the best. All
Wait,
right.
so I'm rolling it, right?
Lying grandma.
Oh, lying grandma.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Oh my god.
Oh well,
All right,
you
let me-
assisted, so either of you roll with advantage, or one roll each.
I think you're better at being deceptive than I am, is my uneducated
Oh.
guess. So please.
Actually, in this situation, it's either
Both?
Portia roll with advantage, or you either roll both of you, because Revna had a
Okay.
secondary roll in that.
All right. Do you want to do each our own rolls and see what it gives?
Sure, yeah.
All right. Moment of truth.
Ooh, 25.
So the little speech that you had at Revna at the end about like you'll be really good at an hour and a half seems to have convinced the small part that he wasn't still not believing in what you were saying to clench the whole thing.
All right, give me a few moments. I'll be clearing out the staff and the people inside there.
And he's going to the door, and he sees everybody, and he looks at Shroud. Everybody, including Shroud, Vess, and Kaiser.
All right, come, clients. I will need you to clear the establishment for the next 2 hours. I need this for civil duties that we need with the city. Please, we'll be compensated with an extra drink when you'll come back. Please cooperate without problem.
And you see that the elven man just look at the rest of the group and like, what?
These 4 are actually part of our staff. They are plainclothes inspectors.
So what are the faces of the 3 that when Revna says that? Kaiser?
Blank.
You're just like... Shroud?
She gave me a roll, so I'm like, yeah.
He's just happy to be there.
Shroud is all vibe.
I go to the teeniest spot to check everything.
And Vess?
She's had to done that sort of shit before, so she just goes like, yeah.
The priest doesn't seem to be as... in a state. Like...
Well, yes.
That is how we are able to accomplish our work in an hour and a half. We're so efficient because we're a lot of efficient people.
All right. Fair. All of you, guard, you might stay there. Advise your colleague that you'll be proceeding. And second floor has no places to be, and it has been closed, so I think only the first floor will be needed. Ladies, gentlemen.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir.
So, you are... the commoners are leaving the place. Everything seems to be in action. And while everybody's going out, and you just see the knight with his great sword, stinks, looking in your direction, since you only have that to do now, since you're the only person in there. We'll end tonight's session.
No.
Yes.
I was like, he's gonna call end of game.
It's 10:40, so yeah.
Yeah, let's just start an encounter now.
Come on. Let's start a fight.
So
throw hands.
I'll be clearing the map and clearing also some of the things. The past few sessions, I gave a lot of points since there's... Oh, true. So a lot less roll. Don't worry, Justin, a lot of roll will be coming. We'll do a quick roundtable of our first game all together with these Chaos Goblins and Edgelords. So let's start with the Chaos crew. So Portia, Cave, how do you like your game?
I like being like, how could I say, the least obvious agent of chaos, as in like, oh yeah, I'm the voice of reason. So who wants a shot of tequila?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, calmly enabling this madness when the
You're
ball's
the
in my
cool
court.
grandma.
Yeah.
Perfect. And Revna, on your side. Seems to be a bit one of the more recognizable Chaos Goblin of the three.
I mean, is it that obvious? No, I had a lot of fun. As I said during break, I'm having a wonderful time playing with this crew for the first time for the most part. So, yeah, I love the group dynamics. This is just chaos right off the bat, and I love it.
Perfect. So we'll follow up with the Salty Goblin, Vess.
I'm not that salty. It's called seasoning. My game was amazing. I had a lot of fun playing. Kind of like it's sort of a straight man argument too. So it's kind of fun being like serious while being very chaotic. And also, I look forward to seeing everyone in action and like quietly judging myself how efficient we're actually being.
We'll see that next game, I guess.
Yep.
And let's follow up with our vibe guy getting all. Not that there's no ambition, but the enthusiast is there. Shroud, Phil, how do you like your game?
I did like my game a lot. It's fun to be playing all together. I break often. Like I'm lucky that my mic is on off because people are funny here. My quote of the night was we're really into the Everlights that I broke. I laughed for like 1 minute at my own. Anyway, no, it was fun. I really like it.
Nice. And Kaiser, Christoph, Edgelord.
Yeah,
How do you like it?
that's really nice. I enjoy discovering this group, and I think we'll have a lot of fun and interaction between ourselves and your world. So I'm kind of anxious to see if we're going to be successful in what we have to do right now, because we seem more like prone to say things than to do them. So we'll see, I guess.
Well, at least you haven't spent a lot of resources, so no spells, nothing got out of this. So you would be facing with all your firepower of 4 spell points.
Yeah, two spells each.
Yeah. Is our credibility considered a resource?
And well, you acquired a resource. You found out an ally in this establishment with a good lie, and we'll see where this is going after. But purging some heretics from this.
Yeah, that part has me a little worried.
But no, you had the inside check. You read them pretty good.
Yeah, I know he's convinced about his cause. That's what got me worried.
Listen, we're here to gather information. That's exactly what we did with this guy.
Yeah. And you convinced him pretty quickly, and that's good.
Yeah.
So, on my notes, this game was amazing. There was the pleasure of being a DM in these kind of situations, especially in the first game, is that you can take the back seat and see how the players are interacting all together and creating the dynamics of everything that happens. And yes, this chaos energy seems to be there, definitely. And but I see also the potential of like taking care of. No, I know that Revna brings a lighter mood, but Kaiser in the seriousness and it just came to counterbalance. And everybody brings up something to the table that is just really nice to see. And for the first game, I'm really happy of what happened. I was a bit stressed, and we had, as usual, technical difficulties at the beginning, but it was the first time I was setting the overlay and stuff, and I'll find a way to fix up the music properly for next time. But thank you very much for all being with us. You were a couple here, so look at Justin. Let's kill the heretics in the chat. Throwing all the D4s and D20s. No, though. That's Diamacravat is raiding us.
Shit. Oh no. Oh no.
You catch us at the end of the game. I hope that was it your Ush or Cyberpunk game tonight that you were doing on your side? Please tell in chat. On our side, it was our first time with this whole crew playing all together. And the chaos energy seems to be a lot more intense than I was thinking at the beginning. The grandma being one of the generator of this.
Who would have thought?
Well, like I said, the word of wisdom. Hey, do you want to do the shot of tequila? That's a good vibe to it. Yeah. So, with all that, I'll see some of you on Saturday for the LARP that we have. But stay tuned for next week. We have our Insurrection game, or Star Wars inspired game that our bunch just dodged a really hard encounter with a Nemesis level threat. But right now they're seeking more information and will be leaving towards Coruscant, finding more information about that. But it's the French campaign. But in 2 weeks, there's Call of the Netherdeep with, you have Ari down there. Yeah, I pointed in the right direction. No, on the other side. Yep. Bearer vision. I'm sorry. That is part of that. I hope she'll be there this time because...
Yes, I will. I will not have another shoot on that week. That's for sure.
We're going into a pretty more interesting part, and the end of the campaign is coming pretty soon. So, with all that... let's see who will we raid tonight. I hope your game we had fun on your side, Diamacravat. Let me see who will we be raiding tonight over there. Here, Twitch streamboard. Please here. There's Dark Tales, the world down below. I think we raided them last time, but these are the only dungeon. There's Critical Misses that are doing a Tidebreaker Resurgence. So let's see who will give them some love. So, start the raid. No, that's the objective. I don't want the objective, fuck. Here. So, critical misses. All right. So, thank you for being with us tonight. See you in 2 weeks for a second episode with this bunch of lovely people, Chaos Goblins, that you will learn to love very much like I do, like I love them as players in my games. So take care. We'll see each other next Thursday for Insurrection. And as I say always, may your fumbles become epic stories. Go see the oddities on Sundays at 7, that where Ari is playing. Also, a Nexandria campaign. So, see ya, peeps!
Bye.